A blood diagnostic kit that can detect infectious diseases such as HIV and hepatitis B in just 2 hours won the Inventor Award for developer Dr. Helen Lee. The groundbreaking invention is said to be ideal for resource-poor parts of the world such as sections of sub-Saharan Africa. Trix Ingado reports.
A blood diagnostic kit that can detect infectious diseases such as HIV and hepatitis B in just 2 hours is helping to track and better treat diseases in resource-poor regions of the world. The device, SAMBA, Simple Amplification Basis Assay, was developed by a team of Cambridge scientists headed by Dr. Helen Lee, who says the device is robust, simple and precise.
It's really quite simple. The patients come in and the sample is taken, and that then it gets tested. Within 90 minutes you get the results, and so you can really decide whether their drug is being, the treatment is being effective, or whether they have developed resistance, whether they are infected or were not infected. So really you can get the results in 90 minutes of an extremely complicated test. So if you will, to do this type of testing is done in a machine the size of a mini, and we've reduced it to one at a time the size of a coffee machine that literally anyone can do.
The tests have been used to screen 40,000 people for HIV in Malawi, Uganda and a growing number of other sites. More than 10 years in development, this design is now dust and heat resistant.
The Samba 1 machine, which is the first generation of this machine, for 2 days it didn't work in Malawi because the temperature in the lab went to 38 degrees centigrade. So we ended up having to redesign Samba 2 to widen the temperature stability. Now it can go to 40 degrees.
The simple test uses a tiny drop of the patient's blood, which is loaded onto the machine and mixed with a combination of chemicals and reagents in a disposable cartridge that changes color if a virus is present in the blood or plasma sample. It also evaluates the viral load in the patient's blood, critical for determining the effectiveness of treatment. Primarily, the test can be carried out by personnel with minimal training. Lee and her team demonstrated how the reagents and blood sample are loaded onto the machine in separate individually shaped compartments.
For instance, this is one of the cartridges, and it needs to be so intuitive that when you open it up and you put it there, there's only one way you can put it. You couldn't put it wrong. And so actually we have simplified the procedure in such a way that I always say anyone who can cook can do it.
They run on electricity but can be battery powered in case of energy outages. Every year, around 10,000 children die of the virus, a number the agency said could be tackled by early diagnosis and better medical care.
It's very important to me that the tests are done then and there, and the results are given to them then and there, and with the appropriate treatment or counseling should take place in one trip.
Last year, Lee won the popular prize at the European Inventor Award organized by the European Patent Office, winning early 2/3 of the votes in an online poll. Trix Ingado, KTN News, Nairobi.